Alrighty, it is Wednesday, but I have to go back to Tuesday really quick. So right as I was done recording, Monica ended up getting home. She showed me that she got the jacket, the purple jacket I was talking about. She also got some wafers. I think that was mostly what she got. After that, we took a shower, and when we got out, I finished the pages, and then I got off at 4. So I ended up working a bit on the chapter 15 extra. I didn't end up going back on until like 7, and I worked on the pages until 9. So the drafts I turned them into I can't say non-photo blue. It's pink technically at this point. It's pink, and I'm just bleeding out the cartridges. So I finished line arting one page, but the other page I had like at least like 2 panels left to do on it, and I ended up converting the draft I did for the chapter 15 extra, and I printed that out, so that was ready to line art. And I went to bed. I woke up at like 3. I completed the remaining page, and I also assembled the pages, and I got them ready before, I think it was sometime around 5:30. I don't really remember. All I know is that Monica got up early to turn on the oven so we could have our like, I guess you could say it's like comic launch eve pizza. I'm not explaining it, but the first episode of the sequel's going up tomorrow, and like I don't know how I feel. I feel like I'm ready, but I'm also not ready for this. I mostly just feel like I don't really want to feel like I'm running for my life, running from the loading the extras, but at the same time I also feel like I don't know. I hate the sensation of being chased. I just hate that sensation. It's so annoying. I'm just that's something I'm upset about it. Other than that, as far as um everything else, I feel like Tapas is not what Tapastic used to be. Back when Tapastic was new, we had like a very vibrant community, and like now it's dead. As far as I'm concerned, it's more or less dead. So I don't expect it to do any well. In fact, I actually expect it to do worse than Ho Hum Deedum based off of the environment of Tapas and how what they've done with the place is it's just declined so much. There's like people are all online webtoon now, so I really feel like I'm not gonna get the same audience that I did back in the first one. The first one, I had at least like, I think it was like somewhere in the 3 digits. I would get at the average amount of people who would look at things, and like now it's just like I think I'm lucky if I break 2 digits. So I feel like yeah, I don't expect it to do any well. So I'm mostly just not like focusing on that. I'm trying to finish the story because I've had the story in my head. So that's the only reason why I'm doing it. And I really don't expect the story to do very well. Um let's see. So what else happened? Because Monica got up early, I ended up showing her pictures, and I showed her some video stuff on YouTube, and then I got off at 6 to eat breakfast. So we ate, and then right when we were about to split up, she pointed out to me that the ants that were in the bathroom are now in the kitchen again, and they're not attacking anything specific. She was looking all over for it. So I ended up pulling out the vacuum, and we vacuumed up the ants in the kitchen so she can use the sink, because they're getting in the way of that area. They're coming from like the ceiling, and they're going down to that hole by the side of the oven again, and we have just no idea what their ambitions are. All we know is that they just seem to be passing through our house. We just don't know what they're trying to accomplish. So yeah, I vacuumed them up, and then I got rid of the vacuum cleaner, and then we split up for the day. She went to work on the pages 7 and 8, and then I went to go convert my movie, because like I forgot to mention this, but like in the evening I did the first 3 audio files, and then this morning I did the last 3 audio files, and I got all the audio together, and then I set up my video to compress, and while my video was compressing, I got caught up with podcasts, and I started line arting through the chapter 15 extra. So all that happened, and by the time that I was able to get onto my main computer, it was 9. I worked a little bit on the Tapas. I updated a few things, but other than that, I feel like I'm sort of not like confident yet. I feel like I need to go back and check it one more time to make sure that everything is where it needs to be. I think everything's more or less fine though. I don't know if I'm gonna like, if I've missed anything, if I can think I've missed anything. Other than that, I think it's more or less ready to go. I feel like I can't like concentrate on this anymore. I started working on page 7. I only got like I got like to the majority of it, but I stopped because it was time for lunch and I was tired. We ate lunch and then we crashed for a little bit because we were both exhausted from just all that brain work. And then I went back on. I think I can't remember what time it was. It was some like late 12. We were trying to get up at 12, but I think we got up at like 12:30 or 12:50. I don't remember what time it was. All I know is that we went on. I worked on pages 7 and 8. I finished page 7 and 8. The artwork for it just right now, it's 2. I'm recording now. I need to go back on and finish that. I'm thinking about going back on between like 3 and 4. I have to decide because it's still early too, so I can get back on like I'd say at like 3:30 or something like that. I'm not sure what else I could be working on at the moment. I feel so blanked. Part of me kind of wants to like go back to the living room, get this script for the sprint script I did for chapter 37 and reread through it because I have a better idea what I want to do with it than what I originally wrote for it. So like I think I might just like rehash it out again. And that's an idea. Other than that, I feel like I can't work on the extras at the moment. Even though I really want to, I'm too busy doing other things. I figure maybe if when I have free time tomorrow, I think I'll work on the extras for 14 because I haven't done that yet. It's been on my computer since she gave it to me. She's still coloring to the chapter 15 extra. So yeah, hopefully I can get 14 and 15 done over the weekend. I'm not really sure if I'll be able to. Hopefully, because like I also need to print out the draft for chapter 35. I haven't done that either, and that's annoying. I have to do that. So I need to get that done, and then I can probably have some extra time to work on the extras for 35 and 36. I'm afraid I'm going to get the artwork done and not have time to do the text. That's why I'm just predicting that right now. So I wanted to do something for text for 16 and 18 like today and tomorrow, but I didn't have time to do it today. So I'm so torn about what I should be doing at the moment because like there's just so much, and like I'm trying to keep a balancing act between everything I need to do. I feel like the videos I do for YouTube are always like a curveball because like I have to do them as soon as like I'm done with 6 recording. So I never anticipate when I have to do those. Not really, even though I write it down. I just never feel like I never anticipate the work around it. So now that I don't have to worry about that, I'm hopefully able to go back to working on extras and hopefully maybe the script. But I still feel like I'm doing a balancing act. I feel like this new schedule I did is more accustomed to the extras rather than the script, and I feel like it's mostly because I just keep prioritizing the extras. I'm just so nervous about them, but I really need to work on the script because I only have content up to chapter 36, I think, and that's it. And I have 35 and 36, and I'm probably going to be finishing 36 at the end of this month. So yeah, I really need to get to doing something else. So I think I need to just better organize. I can't remember how I used to organize my schedule around this back when I was doing it like in 2014, 15, and 16. Because like back then I could do certain things on certain days. Like for example, I would do page 1 by itself, and then I would do everything else 3 pages at a time like afterward. And back then I was only doing 10 pages, so it was really easy. I would do 1 page and then every 3 pages for 3 days straight. So it's like 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 9, 10. And like now I can't do that. Back when I used to do page 1, I used to do extras during the same time I would do page 1. I would try to find some time to fit in doing the scripts for like the following 3 days. So it's just like it's not the same as it used to be. It's really hard trying to find time. It's so damn frustrating. I'm trying not to be upset, but I need to figure out how to just organize my time so that way I could do this. Because like right now in my calendar, I have post-it notes for what days I could be working on things, and like I work on those things, but then they don't get finished, and I just have to keep moving those post-it notes around. It's really aggravating because it's just like I really just want these things done already. So originally, what I would do is that I would focus on doing page 1, and Monica would do page 2, and for the first day, and maybe at the same time I could like try to fit like one other thing into that. I don't know because it takes a long time to color in something. It's so frustrating. Okay, so I hate to do this. I think I might have to push back chapter 37 another another week. I don't want to though. But I really want to get these extras done so I don't feel like I'm being chased. I figure I could just keep doing the extras throughout the week. Like I wanted them done in 1 week, and I feel like it's not possible. So I'm just like moving these around really quick. Okay, so 14, 15, and then hopefully 16 and 18. I really want to get 16. I wish I can get 16, 18 done like today and tomorrow, because that would be like really nice to get that out of the way. But I feel like it's also important to try to stay in chronological order so I don't confuse myself. So yeah, is there anything else that I can say about what I need to do? Anything else that's going on besides the chapter coming out tomorrow? As far as I know, no, we need to go to the library again. We need to make some time to go to the library again. I don't know when I can squeeze that in. I figure it's Monday. We used to be able to do it on Mondays, but like not lately, because like this is our first week doing 2 pages at a time. I'm hoping that next Sunday will go better, because like I said, this Sunday we screwed up. She colored in page 2 completely instead of just partially, because it's supposed to be filled in one solid color, and she filled in everything multiple colors, and like she just slowed down at the day. So I'm hoping that maybe next time, maybe next Sunday it'll work out a little bit better. Other than that, yeah, I don't know what to do at the moment. I'm just like trying so hard to win at this. I'm not winning. Okay, so the second extras for chapter 16 and 18 are probably the easiest things I can possibly do. But I feel like it's important for me to try to stay in chronological order, so I just, I don't know about killing these at the moment, but I need to get these done and so I can work on the script for chapter 37. So, okay, would it be nicer to myself if I did scripts at the end of the week? Because, like, back in the beginning, I think I would do them at the beginning of the week. But, I don't know if this will work out the same way for me as it did, because like I used to like really doing scripts like on Tuesdays. I would take a shower and then I can focus on just writing the scripts. I don't know. Okay, here's an idea. I will try scripts on Friday, because Friday will be the final day we'll be working on pages. If I can get pages 11 and 12 done early, then I will do a bit of the script, type out a bit of the script on that day, and then I will try to like flesh it out by Saturday in between printing out the drafts, because the drafts don't take that long to do. So I don't know if there's anything else I need to think about. I need to go back and look at the storyboard for chapter 35, because I can't remember how many environments I'm gonna need to like focus on for that. Alright, I got nothing else to say. Alright then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Thursday. Just need to go back to Wednesday really quick. So after I recorded, I updated my journals and planners. Monica filled out this community survey thing that they printed out for us. Originally it was a SurveyMonkey page, but they had a bunch of printouts for them for people who didn't want to have to do it on the internet. I couldn't get myself interested in it, so she did both mine and hers in 2 different ink colors. I don't know how she got past the fact that my handwriting doesn't look anything like her handwriting. Alrighty, so I went back on about like, I think it was like 3:30. I finished the pages and I loaded them. I got off at 5. I used up the last of this blue ink pen that I had, so I tossed that. I went to bed at around like 7. I couldn't sleep, so I got up at 10. I worked on the pages until 12. It took me forever just to draw through them, because like I completely forgot to do them in advance. In fact, I should be doing the last 2 pages of this chapter. I should be doing those. I didn't even have like one whole page line art. Both of them had like really complex scenes, like landscape scenes, and I had to like sit there and take my time drawing through them. Like I said, I got off at like 12. I went to bed. It took me a while to fall asleep. I woke up at 3 because Monica was shaking the bed, and I realized that she was shivering weirdly and she was having some type of like schizophrenic attack in some way. But it wasn't as bad as in typical times. So like sometimes she gets so bad that she has to like, she has to like run out of the house. But this time all she did was go to the restroom and close the door, and that was my sign that she was probably going to talk to herself. So she might have talked to herself, I don't know, I assume she did. But eventually she stopped shivering and she was able to go to sleep. I was trying to get up at 3 when I woke up, but I was so sleepy. I mean, my brain wasn't like wide awake yet. So I waited until 3:30. I got up and I went back to work. I completed the pages by 6. I got a little bit sidetracked by Pinterest, so I could have gotten them done sooner. Ate breakfast together. We had the 3-meat pizza to celebrate, and then we left for Walmart. On the way there, I found a bottle and I found a can coming back. There was a penny on the way there, but I missed it because it was in the middle of traffic, and this car was waiting for us, so I couldn't stop and get it. So we got home at about I think it was sometime between like 9 and 10. I don't really know. All I know is that I went back on immediately to work on the extras. I was trying to work on chapter 14 and 15's extras in tandem with one another, but it's so hard to focus on them. I didn't do it right. So I was just kind of like messing around more with the chapter 15 one than the chapter 14 one. So like it's gonna take me a while to get through them. I think I more or less have Philippe finished in both of them. Fauna's finished in one of them, so I need to finish her in the other one. It's just so much to do. I can't think about it at the moment. I really need to like do it with one thing at a time. Monica's almost done with pages 9 and 10. So I'm probably gonna get those from her in a moment. We stopped to eat lunch at 11. That's around the point where she stopped somewhere in the middle of it. And after we ate lunch, I got off at 11:30, and then we hit Vons because we needed more lettuce and bread. And we wanted to get something to celebrate, and I was trying to figure out what to get. Initially, we wanted to get like brownies or a cake or something, but like when we saw them, we just didn't feel it. So we ended up getting ice cream again. We tried this new Talenti, and then all the other Talentis that we liked. So we got the cheesecake one again. We got the coconut chocolate chip one again, and then we got the coconut almond chocolate chip, and then we got this new one called blueberry crumble or something like that. And I feel like the blueberry crumble is kind of weak. It's not really that strong. The coconut and the peanut butter and the cheesecake are definitely more defined compared to it. The coconut one that we got, we almost didn't see it. It was pushed all the way in the back of the freezer, and it doesn't seem to have another serving of it. It was probably like a limited run serving. So I think I got the last one. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is that it was worth it, and we get free cute little tiny jars for things. It makes me want to buy clay and start using clay and modeling clay and put the clay in little jars. I don't know. Sounds like fun. Alrighty, so we got back at about like 12 something. I don't really know. I just finished killing my red pen. I had this red pen since the beginning of last year, so can't believe it took me a whole year to work on it. I was using it sparingly though. I've been debating on getting more of a red refill. It was my G2 red, so I could go and get a red refill. But at the same time, I feel like I don't really want to. But I had fun using it to do the pictures, so that's one of the reasons why I kind of want it. But I have all these other red pens I need to get through first. Is there anything else? Okay, so what do I need to do? I'm debating on going back and working on chapter 37 finally, because like I reconsidered what I wanted to have happen, because I had a lot happen in the first draft and I don't like it anymore, so I want to backpedal and rewrite it. So I need to like sit down and just type out the scenes that aren't going to change, and then actually redo the scenes that are going to change. So I think the best thing I can do at the moment is to just take the scripts off of the printer, because like they're on the printer waiting to be typed out. Thinking about removing them and then just like rewriting it by hand first, and then bringing it back to the computer, because like I don't know how much of it I'm going to keep. Part of me feels like I should just sprint through writing the new version of the scene and then compare it to the old version and see if there's anything I need to keep. See, and also see what also still matches. Most likely a lot of it probably won't match, but then there's just some things that are integral into the scene in my head that stay the same. So we'll see how that goes. Is there anything else I can possibly say or do? I really want to dedicate Friday and Saturday to working on the scripts and the drafts. That's all I want to be working. I don't want to be working on the extras. So part of me feels like once I'm done with the pages for today and tomorrow, I feel like I just want to be focused on printing out, getting a head start on printing out the drafts, and once I get those out of the way, just focus on just typing out what I got for the scripts. So I need to do that. I don't know when at the moment though. I feel like I'm tired. I actually feel really sleepy because like I said, I woke up at like 3. So maybe I should take a nap, but I also feel like she's almost done, and as soon as she's done, I'm gonna have to color. So I feel like I might as well just color anyway. I'm running out of things to listen to. I'm completely caught up on a lot of things. I don't know what else to catch up with. I mean, I used to binge read the Financial Diet, but like I'm so behind with that. I'm like a month behind with it now. I don't know. I don't even know how far back I need to go anymore. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Friday, but I have to go back to Thursday really quick. So I went back on and I worked on pages 9 and 10 until like 3:30. I loaded them and I got off. I was so tired. So yeah, I spent all night rewriting chapter 37. It's perfect. I also tried rewriting 38 and 39, but it was a bit clunky. I'm not really sure where I want to cut it. I kind of feel like there's 3 scenes in chapter 37 that I kind of feel like should just be reduced to 2, and then moving one scene to chapter 30, 38. But I don't know if I want to put it at the end or the beginning of 38, so I'm a little confused about what I want to do with that. I feel like I'll just leave it where it is, the end of 37. If it doesn't fit, I'll move it to 38. It's basically the continuation of Pasha's encounter with Flora, and that's it. Other than that, yeah. What else happened? I went to bed at 7. I woke up at 3, and I went straight to work on the pages at 3:30. I completed them at 5:40. I was surprised that I was able to do that. After that, I went straight to work on the script for chapter 37. I typed it out. I typed out the first scene and the last scene, and then I was setting up for the middle scene, but I didn't get a chance to work on it. I stopped to eat breakfast with Monica, and then we headed out to Northgate and got water. When I got home, I messed around with this new calendar. I'm trying to make my own printable calendar, and so far it seems like it's fine. I don't mind how it is. It seems like it'll work. After that, I ended up going back on. I completed the script for chapter 37. There's a bit of stuff in the middle that makes me feel a little bit like something else needs to be said, but I don't have it right now. I'm not really sure what to do with that idea of feeling like something's missing. So I just decided to just leave it and then go forward. I printed it out. It's in my bedroom to storyboard about. I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to do that. After that, I started working on pages 11 and 12, and I got tired, and we had to eat lunch, so I stopped at like around 10:30 to 11. After we ate lunch, we hit the library. I got 3 books. I was pretty much grabbing books like crazy because I kept feeling like, why am I so picky about what I'm bringing home? I need to like grab anything. Lucky for me, the first book that I saw when I came out of the restroom in the second floor was the CCS instructional guide that I wanted the first time I came here to this library. And ever since I came back, I've never been able to see it. It was never physically there when I was there. So I got the CCS book, and then I got a book about architecture, and then I got a book about interior design. I'm expecting that the architecture book and the interior design, I'll have a fun time flipping through it easily. And most likely between the 3 of them, I'm probably going to get rid of the interior design book first. I have until the 28th to return them. It's a CCS book that I really want to genuinely like read. So I don't know if I'm going to have enough time next week to read it. I know I'm probably going to have a little bit of time on the weekend, but as far as I'm concerned, I really don't know how fast I'm going to be able to get through it. Alrighty, so on our way home, we hit the Japanese bakery where we got the usual 3: the curry pan, the custard pan, and the red bean pan. And then we got home at about like 12:40, I think it was. After I ate, I got back on at 1 p.m. I completed the artwork for the pages 11 and 12, but I didn't have a chance to put text on it. I got tired and I took a break at 2:30. So that's where I am right now. I'm trying to decide when I want to go back on. I figure sometime between like 3 or 4 would be a good time to go back on and finish the pages and upload the whole chapter. And then I either need to go straight away to typing out chapter 38, or I need to work on the drafts for chapter 35. So I think that would be the most plausible thing to do, is just go ahead and start like setting up the drafts, and so I can print them. I don't expect to have like all of them printed out in time. I'm probably going to need like a lot of references for things, because like it's been a while since I've flipped through chapter 35, so I don't really know how many scenes I'm gonna have to block out for it, as in scenes with different interiors. Like I think there's a shot of the kitchen, so I have to think about what I want the kitchen to look like, and then there's gonna be a shot of the foyer area that Dominique and Pasha are in. She needs to pull something out of somewhere, so I would need to either put her back in the room where they were originally, or something. I don't know. It makes the most sense. I'm probably gonna have to move them around a little bit, because like she needs to pull something out and give it to him. So I either have to establish a piece of furniture in the scene, or I need to like put her back in the other room. I don't recall ever actually like blocking space for that in the storyboard. So I'm most likely gonna have to put a piece of furniture randomly in the room. Is there anything else I could possibly think of I need to do? I decided that the best way to utilize my time is to just spend like Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays focusing on the script. Mostly like Friday and Saturday though, focusing on the scripts, and Sunday, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and occasionally Thursdays on trying to knock out the extras. So I'm not going to be thinking about the extras this week. I'm mostly going to be thinking about them next week, and hopefully I'll be knocking them out rapid fire. At least that's my goal. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it though. Probably gonna have to skip Sunday, because like I have to do the first page. I have to actually literally physically color in the first page of each chapter, so that's probably what's going to be what happens. Is there anything else? Not that I could think of. I honestly can't think of anything else. Alright then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one.
Alrighty, it is Saturday, but I have to go back to Friday really quick. So after I recorded, I crashed for a while. I woke up at 5:30. I went back on and I completed and loaded the full chapter for chapter 34. So it's up now. I got off at 6. I wrote more on my breather project, but I was tired, so I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. So I got up again and I wrote some more of it, and I officially fell asleep at 9. So I woke up this morning at 2:30. I went straight to work on the drafts for chapter 35 and 36. I have all of the pages for 35 done except for page 2, because page 2 I need to think about what Fouilleur's room is going to look like. And then chapter 36, I have like a couple of pages for that printed out, but I need to go through every single scene and really think about specific rooms and whatnot. So there's a lot of interior and exterior pictures. I have to really stop and think about it. So I'm not working on it at the moment. So I stopped working on that about like 5:30, and I started goofing off, sort of. Remember how a while back I ended up getting like these command clips for that really pretty fabric curtain in the living room? Well, we had to remove them because it couldn't hold up the curtain, so I reused the command clips to hold up this paper garland that we moved from the bedroom to the living room. It's a flower garland, and it kept falling down. I kept having to retape it up, so like I decided to just put the command clips there, and now they're holding it up, so it looks great. I did that while also saving all these furniture I wanted to buy for my living room, to my living room vision board Pinterest board. And like I did all that while we were eating breakfast and watching YouTube. So after we were done with breakfast, we hit Albertsons, we got veggies, and then we went straight to Target, and then we got almonds. Monica saw a big box of almonds there, and they were on sale. I was in like a jar of almonds. When I say box, they come in bags and jars. It was very similar to the almond jar she wanted to get at Costco. So we got back at like 8:30. I finished the second page of that chapter 35 draft, and it didn't really take me that long to get through it. So I don't have any excuse for being as tired as I was when I got off. I got off at about like 10-ish, almost 10. And then I got back on like 11:15 to watch YouTube for lunch. So we ate lunch and we watched a bit of YouTube, and then we decided to go and recycle this recycling goods early. So we walked all the way down the recycling center. I looked around the 98-cent store for some specific school supplies items that I wanted. I didn't get anything from there. It was kind of crowded on that day. And Monica came back from the recycling next door, and she told me that all the glass bottles we collected came out to 99 cents. And like, we could not believe that glass was so worthless. No wonder why I'm constantly finding glass bottles lying around. They are worthless. They're not worth anything. I cannot believe it. So yeah, we ended up being annoyed by that. We walked all the way down to the bank and we deposited the money into her account. And then we hit Dollar Tree and I got pocket protectors for this DIY calendar book I'm making, since they're not currently selling a planner that I want. So we got that along with more soap. What else did we get? Oh, and we got a new desk calendar. So that's all we ended up getting. The issue is that when I try to pay for it with my card, I ran the card twice and it wouldn't accept it. Monica had to use her card, which annoys me because she's supposed to be paying for the food. So I'm like, great, she used food money on this. So like, I have no idea why it wouldn't accept my card. I guess I have to go look at my card and find out what's wrong. I don't know. I figure it's just that one specific thing, because like I've had issues with that that specific what is the word for that, the machine, a specific machine. It's usually the first cashier's machine. I've had problems with it for some reason. It's just that the second one I have an easier time using. The first one for some reason doesn't work for me. But like, I know that my card has been activated. It's fine. So I don't understand why it's not working for me. I better go check my my Bank of America anyway, just to see if anything's wrong with it. I might as well update the budget because I assume that the staff by now has already cashed in the rent check. So I should go ahead and update the budget. Also, I don't know about the state of the extra water bill check I ended up sending. Maybe they returned it, or maybe they accepted it for next month's water. I don't know. Alrighty then. What was the last thing we said? Okay, so we walked home, and I found a few bottles on the way back. What else happened? We took a shower. I also set up the DIY planner that I'm making. I'm trying to figure out what I want on it and how much I want to put on this specific calendar, because like, between the two calendars I keep a life one and I keep a art one. I feel like the art one is not usually as busy as the life calendar, so I don't know what I should do about that. If I should try to make two calendars, because I bought two sets of pocket protectors, so I could print out a second set of calendars for life stuff. But I don't know if I want to do that, because I feel like all it's going to do is just bulk up my binder and make it a bit hard to use. So I'm on the fence about what I want to do with it. Other than that, I could just go ahead and print it out, because I'm still trying to waste out the black ink. So we took a shower right now. I have two choices. I could either A, continue printing out the draft for chapter 36, or type out what I have for chapter 38. So I'm thinking about going with the whole chapter 38 thing, because I already revised it, and I need to think about what I want to have happen between chapter 38 and 39, because like when I was writing through 39, I got stuck, and I'm trying to figure out what to do about that. I think about just cutting the scene and then going back to Philippe, because I haven't thought about how to write the scene with Philippe and the others, because I know what's supposed to happen in the sequence. I just have to actually think about how to lead the conversation that way. So it's gonna take me a while. Alrighty then. That's as much as I can think of. I cannot think of anything else. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Sunday, but I have to go back to Saturday really quick. I went back on at 3. I tried to work on my YouTube graphics, but then I realized I didn't have the files on my computer, so I have to go get them off of Monica's computer. Instead, I tried to start working on the chapter 38 script, but then Monica came to the living room and started looming over me, so I ended up getting stuck entertaining her. I got off at 5 a.m. So I spruced up the work nest and moved a bunch of things around. I played with my 2019 planner. I printed out. I want to throw in some books into the binder, but I don't really know what I want in there. I put a list pad in there, one of the ones I bought like a while back. And what else is there? I think that's more or less it. I ended up working on my breather project. I got it all the way up until like the last page, and it wasn't done yet, and Monica read it anyway. So I just got tired. I just went to bed after that. I woke up at 9:30 because Christina suddenly called, and like I don't know what time it was in Texas. I assume it must have been 12 or something, or 11, and like she works late, so she wanted to talk Monica's ear off about her boyfriends. Apparently she left her husband finally. She's living out in and out of her car. I don't know what she's doing for showering, but she went on for like a whole hour and a half about her two new boyfriends, two brand new boyfriends. And just like, this Ethiopian kid who's only 4 years older than my nephew. And I'm just like, oh my God, what the hell are you doing? Oh God. So like, yeah, I didn't want to deal with it. So I started working on pages 1 and 2. I took it to the living room and I scanned them and I started working on them up until like 12:14. I had gotten both pages scanned, but I didn't end up assembling them. I woke up at 3. I went out to work on assembling the pages, and then I passed page 2 off to Monica. I spent the whole morning coloring in Maria on page 1, and I still needed to shade it and add in the background when I had gotten off at about 6:30 to go eat breakfast. I actually woke up Monica late. I completely lost track of time. I was so busy working. So we ate breakfast. I finished my breather project, so she read the last bit of that, and then we split up at 7. I wanted to get on at 8:30, but she got done with the pictures. She got done with page 2 at 8 exactly. So we hit bonds instead because we needed to get more cucumbers. We also got like something else, but I'm already drawing a blank on what else we got. But yeah. Last time we were there, we ended up looking at the fizzy water again, and this time we want to try the LaCroix Cran Raspberry. We're not getting it just yet, but we do want to try it. The LaCroix Cran Raspberry, and then the Mango LaCroix. And we also want to get the Cherry Bubbly again, and the Coconut LaCroix again. Alright, so we got back at like 9. I went back on and finished page 1. I got off at 10 to eat lunch, and I told Monica that if I complete the pages before 12, or around 12, then we should go out. So I went on. I finished at like, I think it was like 12:40. Is that when it was? I loaded the pages, and then we hit the what was it called? The College Plaza. We visited the Office Depot. I got a pink binder. We hit Dollar Tree. We got a couple of baskets for the medicine cabinet because it's a wreck in there. Everything is just like not well organized. And then we hit Dick Blick, and it was crowded. Oh my God. And like Monica couldn't find the colored pencil she wanted. We did look at the spray cans. We were interested in getting some spray paint for the Pirouette tin cans that we have. We just want to like erase the image. Is there anything else? I think that's virtually it. We headed home and we got back at like 3:30. So that's what time it is right now. I'm so tired. Oh my God. I am exhausted. So what else am I gonna do? I need to start preparing pages 3 and 4. I'm in the process of moving stuff from my binder into the new binder. I'm trying to make a picture cover for it. I still have wrapping paper from last spring that I want to put on it. It's the same paper that I put on my planners for this year. I'm having trouble cutting it to the right size though. We're gonna eat fish in a moment. I'm so tired. Oh, okay. So tomorrow we're going to the laundromat, and I'm gonna work on the storyboard for chapter 37. I don't know if there's anything else I need to report on besides that. And then I'm hoping on my downtime for the rest of the week, I'm going to be working on finishing the extras for chapter 14 and 15. And if I'm lucky, I will get everything up to 18 queued by the end of the week. That's really optimistic. That's what I wanted last week, but I never ended up getting it all done because I was so busy just making. So like I'm hoping on spending Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, possibly Thursday, on just catching up the artwork and on my free time, as in tandem with pages 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10, I believe. That's as much as I could think of. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Monday, but I have to go back to Sunday really quick. So Monica rearranged the medicine cabinet with the new baskets that we bought, and then I updated my journals and planners. I went back on at 5, and I worked on the chapter 15 and 14 extras until 6. I got off and I went to bed. I woke up at 12 midnight and I went straight to work on the pages. I got tired at around like 2. And by that point, I had most of the first page done. I had like barely anything for the second page done, but the second page didn't have a lot to do. So, in the middle of the night, I had checked the Dolphin Dream forum to find out that Volks had announced a Nier Automata, or is it Automata, the Nier Automata pre-order dolls. We assumed that 2B and 9S were going to be released like separately, but like much to our surprise, they ended up being pre-orders anyway. Some people predicted that they would, or at least she would be. I don't know, because like it really just depends. How Volks works, if you're not familiar with Volks, they have 2 types of dolls. Traditionally, they used to do lottery dolls, but then like ever since they did the Gurren Lagann dolls, they've been having pre-orders. So they have 2 dolls for sale, and then you order them in advance, and they send them to you like a year later, because it takes the whole year to produce them. So, yeah, the last pre-order dolls are coming out at the end of this month, and it was Saber and Joan of Arc from Fate. Oh shoot, what was it called? Fate Apocrypha, I think. I don't remember. Okay, so yeah, I'm curious to see, if you've been following me on Twitter, you probably saw me tweet about this, but I'm really curious to see how Volks does 2B better than how most people have done their custom dolls. Because I've seen my friends do some really great like embroidery for that outfit, and it's black, and Volks dolls cannot handle black dye. So I really want to see what they do about that. And other than that, they haven't revealed their faces yet. I'm hoping that they have impressive faces, but I'm kind of expecting it to be like no better than say like Rise, or what's her name? Oh no, what was her name? That one, oh, I can't remember her name at the moment. She's one of the original dolls. No, I forgot her name already. Shoot. Which is funny because I wanted that doll. I already forgot her name. Okay, but yeah. Like I said, I went to bed at 2. I woke up at 4. I finished layering the pages and I scanned them, but I didn't have a chance to set them up. I woke Monica up at 5:30 to make breakfast so that we can leave early, but she dawdles, so we didn't leave on time. By the time that I wanted to be there, she was just barely finishing cooking the food. So we ended up leaving for the laundromat at 6:30. We arrived, I don't know when we arrived. I figured it only takes like about 10 minutes to walk down there from where we live. And while I was there, I ended up completing the storyboard for chapter 37. However, the final scene with Pasha and Flora did not fit. So that's going to be the beginning of chapter 38. So I moved it to there. Now I'm just trying to figure out what to do with typing out the rest of the scene of chapter 38, which is going to be the continuation of Fauna and Simon's battle. But I'm thinking about approaching it differently, because like the last 2 versions I wrote for it so far aren't like ringing my bell yet. So I'm like not really sure as of the moment. What else happened? We got back at about like, it was almost 8 o'clock. While Monica was hanging up the clothes, I finished assembling the pages. I passed them off to her, and then I finished while she was working on those. I finished the artwork for the second extra for chapter 15. It's great. It's on my Pinterest right now. It looks really, really good. It's probably one of the best pictures I've done in a while. But I'm also aware that it's probably one of those pictures that looks good from far away than close up. So I don't know. I would really have to like print it out and look at it. And this is like the first picture ever, like full scale picture I ever completed, like on my new computer, and I'm not really sure if the colors are really good. I'm hoping that they are. I just know that my monitor has a tendency to make things redder than it actually is, so, or yeah, more yellow than it actually is. So I'm hoping it looks good. I'm just really, really worried about it. So, okay, so yeah, we ate lunch and then we hit Vaughn's right now. We got bread and we got more coconut LaCroix. She wants to go tomorrow to get the cherry. I don't know if we're actually going to go through with getting the cran raspberry and the mango. I really want to get those though. But yeah, I'm recording audio right now. It's 12:09, or at least it was last time I looked at it. It's probably like 12:12 by now. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to finish pages 3 and 4 because that's all I have on my plate right now. I need to unload this phone. I need to edit the audio. So all that needs to happen. I just need to like do it. But first, I need to go to the restroom. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one.